The top 10 terrifying videos too scary for this world. Number 10, Scary Stuff, Facebook. After this night, we are pretty sure this group of friends will never attempt to play outside for a very long time. They had the scariest experience on that night in January 2014. They only wanted to take a simple walk in the park along the river and enjoy themselves as they play. No one had the slightest suspicion that there would be a poltergeist in the park. One of them had a camera that he spans across the park to film his friends while engaging in playful activities. They suddenly realized they were not alone by the bank of the river.
Llamativo por parte de los alumnos, pensé incluso que era un chiste de mal gusto, pero estoy...
The camera films the shocking reaction from one of them when she notices a swing going back and forth with a more incredible speed than what the wind could achieve. The night was still and there was no wind. This made the occurrence more petrifying. She steps back and quickly exits the arena when she realizes that the energy behind the swing's movement was even more challenging than she initially imagined. Are we sure it was a ghost having fun in the dead of night? Would you leave if you were in the girl's position, or would you rather play with the spirits? Number 9, Mr. Vuhade, YouTube. In February 2012, this basement terror was published by a YouTuber named Mr. Vuhade. We have heard of how home basements hold all the evils in the world, and we believe this is the scariest of them all. Although the clip is short, it is clear enough to show you the protagonist going down the house's basement. No one knows what he is looking for, but we suspect a sound moved him, or he probably followed the shadow of something creepy. He arrives in the dark basement and slowly searches the space with a lit torch. What he finally saw in the basement almost took his breath away. The basement is close to being empty, and no one is seen around, except for some bicycles and pack-off storage items. The guy was suddenly moved by his instinct to turn around. At that moment, he was almost struck dead by the fear of a monstrous-looking object he spotted in a flash. He rushes out of the basement and makes a promise to himself never to go down there again. What exactly could that be? It looked like an isolated skull to us. Number 8, Shield Narrator Sammy Sam, 1870. The subreddit Narrator was going through the clips of his CCTV camera when he is struck with the most frightening sight, which almost scared him to death. From the timestamp, it was 2:06 a.m. at the dead of night when this mind-blowing occurrence took place. What makes it even scarier is that no one was walking on the street, nor was there a car driving past at that time. A mysterious, dark, and creepy shadow slowly walks across the camera. It is hard to tell where it came from or what it was looking for, but it fixes itself on the ground as a scary monster would. People reacted to this clip in different ways. Some say it could be a bug caught at a weird angle or a bird flying past at night. Some others believe that someone might have thrown something across the neighborhood and its shadow was caught on camera. What do you think this monstrous-looking shadow could be? Number 7, Exploring Wildlife, YouTube. What would you do if you are faced with such a scary situation as this one? Captured by a camera on an Indian lonely road is this event, which is one of the most bizarre occurrences in history. Two friends are inside their car, which was parked at the side of the road. They seem to be desperately waiting for something they had probably seen before filming this short clip. Their camera was on, in a still mode, eagerly awaiting for the unknown to come around, we presume. Next, we see a bike ride past the lonely dark road, with the rider and the passenger behind him. A jungle cat is then caught on their camera trying to feast on the two guys on the moving bike. The jungle cat leaps in the air in an attempt to tear them into shambles, but narrowly misses the catch. From the scary scene, we can depict that this is not the first attempt from the beast. It sure takes a well-calculated and well-practiced move to get this right. We think the person behind this camera would have been responsible for the death of these guys if the jungle cat had succeeded. They knew something which the bike rider did not know. Number 6, The Advertiser. A close look at this meteorite will remind you of the deadly occurrence which took place in Russia in 2013. Over 1,000 people were killed, and many others were injured and left to struggle with their lives. Please do not confuse this with a shooting star. It is an outright terrifying sight caught on camera on May 26th of 2019. A roof cam spans across Australia and films a meteorite coming down with the same force as a nuclear device landing on what appears to be the hospital's roof. It would have been a complete disaster if not for one thing. The high altitude of Australia gave the meteorite ample time to burn in the air before getting to the ground. This unforeseen occurrence would have been a complete bloody disaster if it wasn't abruptly interrupted. Number 5. Urban Ghosts, Urban Exploration, YouTube. Why would anyone dare to submerge themselves in a frightening situation of evil occurrences? We have no idea as to why these daredevils derive pleasure from doing these things. Rob of the Urban Ghosts channel takes a daring leap forward to challenge himself and see how long he could withstand some terrific paranormal occurrences without getting scared. He sets his timer to 30 minutes just before he launches into the dark to see what he could resist. Rob starts to get spine-chilling feelings, realizing that his camera battery is halfway gone before beginning to film anything. At the same time, he heard a female voice saying something about taking the lives of people. The scary occurrence was followed by a strange red light flashing in the corner of the location, leaving Rob with no other choice than to exchange pleasantries with whoever was there. While he was leaving the building, Rob suddenly spots a crippled figure moving close to the same red light he had seen moments ago. What could be going on here? Number 4, 8208, YouTube. The forests of Indonesia are no doubt the scariest ones in the world. This clip by 8208 confirmed this fact. He spotted something in the woods, which is hard for him to explain. A mysterious creature appeared to be drenched in blood. He is confused as to what this creepy figure was doing in the dark. The creature looked like the figure of a woman, but in this case, its limbs appeared to be thinner. The entire body looked like it was soaked in a thick pool of blood. The mysterious creature was motionless the whole time, which was weird. Some individuals reacted to this video, saying it looked like a prop straight out of a movie, while others believe it is an evil demon. What will a blood-streaking monster be up to in the woods? Number 3, Indo Crop Circle, YouTube. If this was not caught on camera, you probably would not believe it. An office CCTV captured the moments when an office in Malaysia experienced some paranormal occurrences in January 2017. A poltergeist event of a man working in his office late at night. He was alone, sitting at his desk, minding the task on his computer, when suddenly the scenario changes. We believe the ghost just walked in at that time because a chair suddenly spanned. The camera catches a glimpse of the man from behind him. The man saw the movement of the chair from the corner of his eyes. He was caught up trying to figure out what this terrifying movement was when another chair moves by his left on the neighboring desk. It was as if someone opened it up to sit on it. Although the man did not see the second chair move, his attention was dragged back by the movement of papers flying from the counter down to the floor. He quickly moves his chair backward, stands up, and picks up his phone to call security. We hope he made it out of that office in one piece. Number 2, Tewksbury Leak, Twitter. The clip you're about to see is not one for the faint-hearted. We suggest you brace yourself up to withstand this broad daylight terror as it is completely mind-blowing. Here is a live interview of a woman on BBC television. She was so engrossed in chatting with her interviewer that she had no idea what happened right behind her during her interview. There was a shocking event of a child who teleported into the street at the end of the clip. A strange man dressed in black walks past the road behind the woman. He appeared to be walking alone during the first few seconds of the video. Straight from darkness into daylight, a boy shows up right in the middle of the clip, holding the man's hand and walking down the street together until they fade out of the camera. Well, we have a solid reason to believe this video was edited to achieve a paranormal experience. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Number 1. Proving Demons, YouTube. In May 2020, a group of friends returned to an abandoned prestigious school in the United Kingdom. The school is now a shadow of its old self, which explained why it looked the way it does. They heard a robust screeching sound when they got into the school, which sounded like a working generator.
Yeah, in here. It sounds like a generator started.
It was immediately followed by a rushing sound like that of a running shower. They knew something creepy was going on in this place. That was the moment they heard the sound of a young girl crying.
Oh, again! That's the noise I always hear, the little girl.
He suddenly realized there was a message on the wall which says Dan PD. It appeared they were trying to tell them something from the Proving Demon crew. Then, a long, incredible, menacing sound from the ceiling takes them unaware. They approached the spirit box to find out if anyone was there, and a scary answer came through to say, "I am here, mate."
Are you here with us right now? Can you say, "I'm here"?
We asked where the voice said, "Gymnasium."
Where are you?
From these occurrences, we can perceive that whatever led to the abandonment of this school must have happened in the school gymnasium. That's it on the top 10 terrifying videos too scary for this world. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on post notifications for more scary videos.
What the hell?
Also, click on the video links that pop up on the end screen of this video for more. We'll be back soon.